There are two paths of energy, right? So this is one thing that I think a lot of intuitives, a lot of healers, a lot of coaches, they get confused with intuition. Okay? Yes, right? When you absorb and you have ESP, yes, you absorb everything. Everything. So how do we make that everything into like, right, the next viable action? And so what happens is that intuitively, the energy comes through two paths, and here it is, okay? And I got confused for the longest time about intuition and what intuition is. First path it will move through is something that is wounded. Second path, your creator, okay? I don't care what level of business, what level, whatever you want of business, of healing that you are, your energy, that channel, that absorption of everything that you're running through your vessel, running through your mind, running through your energetic system will move, because we are human, in this form anyway, will move through those two paths. So we must start to see, first of all, what I call the unconscious CEO, if that unconscious CEO is running the show, or if our creator. Now that's pretty simple, kind of black and white, but let me give you a little bit more context and a story so you can start to understand, okay, well, how does that actually apply to me and my business? So I have a client, and her dream, okay, because basically everyone who comes and works with me, they have something that they love. They have something they know, they're meant to do. And they're trying to make it so that they can have their bank account and their soul nourished at the same time. So how do we align these things? So I have a client, and so she was in this soul-sucking engineer job, right? Because that's what she learned, do the thing, make the money. But she literally felt like she's like, every day I went in there, I felt like I was dying just a little bit more. So she knew that pain taught her, like, her body was like, yeah, this is not working anymore. So she decided what she loves, because what she loves and what is calling her, she loves to surf. Okay, very kind of unconventional life for maybe the average kind of working 9-to-5 person. So what did she do? All of a sudden, she left her 9-to-5 job, went to, these tropical islands and surfed, right? And here's the thing, what we learn from that experience, right? Because here's the thing, the way intuitives work is that we have these downloads. And what we want to do is we want to take our experience, our actual real life experience, and create a strategy around that. Because let me know if you're allergic to like really solid frameworks. Some of us love it and some of us hate it. And then we try to fit in our magic into that framework. And then for some reason, it just doesn't feel right. We don't feel aligned. Maybe we feel like it just doesn't resonate, right? So here's the thing. This is what she did. She listened. So here's what we're going to learn from her experience. She listened to her creator. And it's not like she knew she was doing this, right? She listened to her creator. She's like, okay, F this. This is like too much pain. I'm going to go towards what I love. So she went and she surfed. Number two, well, the other thing she learned from this is, well, obviously, if I'm going to do what I love, I need a container. So you can't surf in an office 9-to-5, right? So you need the container. She was going to all these places, these tropical islands to surf, right? So that's number two. Number one, the creator, first of all, is not logical. Okay, so you're in there 9-to-5, it's giving you that safe paycheck, and all of a sudden the creator's like, go surf. And your logical mind's like, what are you talking about? This is crazy. So your creator is not logical. But here's the good news. We can take the illogical, create a process and a strategy around the illogical to make the dream happen. Let me know if that makes sense. All right? So it's like we can utilize the experience, and we can start to see, okay, number one, I followed what I love. I went into a container that created that place where, okay, yeah, I'm actually surfing. I have the surfboard, I have my, surf, community, and I'm able to do the thing. And so she went into a container, right, that supported her dream. When she discovered and she decided she wanted to do surfing for the first time, then what she did was she chose the next obvious action. Okay, so number one, she followed her dream. Number two, she decided and she caught the next obvious action. So for her, it was like, okay, well, I have this engineering thing. It's not gonna last forever, and I still need some funds to get to where I want to go. So she got a loan. Right? And again, very illogical. It's like anybody who would look at her situation and be like, what, dude? Like, you're gonna you stop your 9 to 5 and get a loan and then go off to surf? Like, that's just crazy talk. What are you talking? Whoa, So she followed her dream. She did the next obvious action, and she stayed in a container that brought her into that place she loved. But here was the thing. Part of the formula work. So I want you guys to lean in as intuitives. You want to start to notice, this is how you build a strategy. What is working? Expand on that, create a process and a strategy behind that, and continue. So when she got there, what she realized is like, yeah, this is great. It was lovely and all this stuff. But she was kind of like working paycheck to paycheck, sort of doing odd jobs here and there, cleaning houses and things like that to do her thing, which, there's no shame in that. That's sometimes like we just kind of have to transition. But at a certain point, her soul was like, okay, I got part of the dream is happening, but there's still something in me that doesn't feel aligned. There's something that's calling me. And she's a surfer, but she's a body worker and a spiritual guide. So as she started to move towards that part of the dream, because the vision is big, right? The vision is, when we have visions of our life, it's not just this one thing, right? It's like there's parts of it. And every time we expand into that higher self, it's like, oh, right? So all of a sudden she realized, like, there's part of my soul that's still not aligned, right? And so when she started to move towards the body work, what would happen, and this is where the overwhelm sets in, the creator, the wounded, took the baton unconsciously. So as she kind of, promoted herself, as she took more training, as she got more clients, the wounded self was constantly making decisions from this place of, I'm not enough. So let me know which one is you. I'm not enough. I am not worthy. I am not capable. I am not significant, and I don't belong. There's 6 of them, right? And so as she would move towards her higher version of herself, that energy, the frequency, whenever you're moving from into a different dimension of your higher self, whenever you're moving into a different dimension of your higher self, that frequency is going to feel unknown, because it is.